Hi everybody, Jim Lowe here, and a couple weeks ago I had a question on the channel that was asking about how I overcame my back and nerve injuries. Now that's probably a whole video in and of itself to talk about everything that I had to do, but one of the things that was specifically asked about, and one of the things that I wanted to quickly address, were these leg pouches. So when I was trying to get back into backpacking, one of the things that I had to be really careful about was carrying weight on my back. I scoured the internet looking for alternate ways to carry weight and ended up picking up these leg pouches. I think they were called tactical military magazine pouches on eBay. I got them for like 14 bucks, and you know they worked perfectly well, and I was able to carry 10 pounds worth of gear in these leg pouches. These are Cordura nylon. They've got they're rubber lined inside. Each bag is 9 inches long, 8 inches high, and 4 inches wide. You can see MOLLE compatible. You can see in the bottom they come with holes so you can vent water should water get in. They also have this Velcro piece along the top, which I guess can fold over the back if you want to hold the bag open. I never used those. As you can see, it comes with 2 straps. So these 2 straps strap onto your leg. It's got this elastic here, which gives a little give. It makes it comfortable when you're moving around. It's not cinching in on you. You can see it's got this main strap on the back, and this is the one where the weight's carried. It's adjustable. It's a combination of different placements of Velcro, and that determines your length. Inside, and it looks like I still have stuff in here. I've still got an ace bandage, and I've got some fishing gear. But inside they've got one main compartment, and then there are 3 smaller compartments, and then in and around these smaller compartments you have elastic. So you can put something in this pocket. You can secure other things behind it with this elastic. You can secure things in front of it with elastic. I mean, it's really, I guess these pouches are really meant to hold magazines, but it worked really well for me. So what I did is, in one bag I put all of my fishing gear, and then in another bag I had all of the other sort of smaller, heavier stuff. I had my first aid kit. I had my sleeping pad. If I was carrying camera equipment, I had my camera equipment. Anything that was small, compact, that I could put in here. I had my spot. My spot was in here. And so, as I said, I managed to relieve 10 pounds from my pack and carry them on my legs. So that, with the efforts that I made to actually reduce what I carried overall, I ended up going into the backcountry with maybe 20 pounds on my back and another 10 pounds on my leg. So it worked out really well. And the way that that I came up with this setup is, I've got this belt. Basically, the belt went around my waist. Now, if you wear pants that have belts, you don't need to do this, but since I don't, I did. This hangs down off of the side, right? You got these 2 straps. The strap has this elastic here, which gives you just a little bit of tension for moving around, which works pretty well. And you just strap it to the inside of your legs. So that one goes like that. You get the bottom one going in like this, and let's see if I can bring this back. Maybe you can see it a little better. Make them as tight as they need to be, and there you go. And so they just sit just like this, easy as you please, fairly comfortable. Yeah, I could have gone out and gotten a good duty belt, but this is what I had. Didn't cost me anything, and it worked. Again, I carried 5 or 6 pounds in each bag. And if you've got a bunch of molly stuff that you could put on here, you could obviously carrying a lot more weight than what I did. You can see that this is adjustable at the top. Since my issues were at L5S1, you know, it hung on my hips, so most of the weight is there. Yeah, you might be saying, well, that's the way a backpack should work too. Yeah, it should, but in reality, you've also got the stabilization factor with a backpack, so even though you're trying to carry the weight on your hips with a backpack, you've still got weight on your shoulders, you've still got weight, you know, pulling your back in different directions. So yeah, that's all I wanted to come out here and say. You know, I just wanted to briefly answer that question. If you were interested in these, I hope I answered your questions in enough detail. If not, you know, just ask me in the comments and I'll tell you what I know. Thanks.
The world left behind to give me peace of mind. You can't exist in the city, but are alive by the lake.